I'll be honest, I'm a little frazzled today. I'm trying to make little trinket gifts to give away to the folks that I sit with at the gathering, plus a little something for Gina. I'm hoping it all works out. So I'll cross our fingers and hope. Uh, I know there's a live. You saw the live, and now I've got a little something extra. Actually, this one is probably a little bit more organized than the other one, if I'm being honest. But it's easier to organize the recorded ones. But it's a varied Outlander cast stuff. Quite a bit of Lauren Lyle at the beginning because she's got something cool going on. It strikes me just how busy everybody always is. Lauren Lyle, busy lady, always in movies and TV shows and just everywhere, and so she's pretty awesome. And people are recognizing it. So Lauren Lyle shares, honored to be honored by the glamour honored to be honored by Glamour UK as one of their new Spotlight Women of the Year in extremely good company. A very special night to mark a very big year. Don't seem to be showing down but marking new beginning. They're slowing down but marking new beginning. Congratulations and thank you to the boss, Kemstagram and Sam Barry. Gorgeous, grateful. Dressed in full Imperial Armani. Okay. And then jewels and tights. They've got all the who did the what to make her look so prettified. Scroll those down so you can see it. And again, Katrina Balfe says, yep, yep, yep. We're just going to leave it there. Beautiful dress. The color is a little difficult to see with this background, but Glamour Woman of the Year. There she is. Let's see who else. Yeah, okay, we're still doing lots of Lauren. I didn't look at this a bunch first. Really, I like the dress. It's simple, and she pulls it off really good. You know what I do like is her hair. You don't see her hair down with a little wave too often. So I like that. Looks really good. Getting pictures taken, looking very sophisticated. Very nice. Flash, flash, flash. You can see her. Yeah. No smiles, just, I don't know what look that is. Okay, a good view of it. Got some heels going on. Doesn't look like boots, but black tights. You know what? It's one of those times where you can tell she is short of stature because of the length of the skirt. But I like how it hits her kind of just at the calves, just below. It's very good length for her. It looks really good. And yeah, see, she wears it really well. Again, with the short folks, sometimes to make ourselves look a little longer, we wear the same color all the way down, depending on the look you're trying to go for. And again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And goofy. I knew there would be something not so serious coming up. It had to be because it's Lauren, and this is somehow just perfect. Goof. Now, can't do a little Lauren if I can't have some Caesar. Well, I can actually, but Caesar. And Kathy saw this one too. Kathy, I appreciate making sure I had this one uh, because it's Caesar, and we don't get as much Caesar as I wish we did. But either way, it says Lancon is sharing this. Caesar Domboy opens up about his beautiful friendship with Lauren Lyle and how they faced the end of Outlander together. Heartfelt, genuine, and full of love. Let's take a listen.
I'm actually missing her a lot. That was the reason why we were very excited when we got the call for season 8. Because when Lauren, maybe you know that, is like a sister to me in this world, we have a very strong bond that goes beyond space and time, meaning like I could not haven't seen her because we're living in different parts of the world for a year. And then when I see her, it's like we left each other the day before, that kind of thing. So when we said goodbye to each other at the end of season 6, we thought that was it, because Outlander was only supposed to go on till season 7, and that was like for sure. So when we got the call to come back to do an all-star season, Cesar, that's what Matt Roberts said, we're doing an all-star season, we need you. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming back right away. It was just like so joyful. So when we started being Marcelly and Fergus again on set, it was just pure joy. It was nice, yeah. That's great. I'm excited for you to watch it.
That's really, really sweet. And Point Blank 1959 is our first commenter on this one. Says he was very sweet in Edinburgh. So was Sophie and Lauren Lyle and John Bell and Izzy. You know what? I have not had a bad experience meeting any of this cast. They're always smiling, nice, gracious, happy to speak with fans. and genuinely seem to like each other as well. So, yeah, this it's so great. This is awesome. I've not met Caesar, but he strikes me as somebody who would be just as kind, just as nice. Every interview or thing I see with him, he just seems like a genuinely good guy. All right, this one is also connected to Lauren Lyle because it's posted by Lauren Lyle. It says enjoy some ridge behind the scenes where I just get progressively hotter. Okay, if I could take the crew on every job, I would. Friday beers off the back of trucks at base will be my favorite set memories forever. Oh, that's very cool. You know what? I thought for a minute there is that looked like Stephen Cree for a minute. But there's Lauren looking very. She does this in Outlander too at Sophie's wedding or at the end of her what is it? A riddle homily? I mean, little rhyme. Oh, oh, that's not how you drive, Lauren. Lauren. Now look, I'm no expert. That is not how you drive. Okie dokie. Oh, nice in action photo of, well, the action, I'm guessing, as they are recording the ridge. Ooh, she's had not the best day. Okay, nice. So, no, you know what, I need to double check if she was like a producer, if she was an actor. Obviously, she was. I wonder if she has any production, directing, any other credits there. But yeah, she looks like they're chilling, going over something. Ooh, beautiful. That's a beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna guess that not something beautiful is happening, but that's a beautiful view. Oh, more hanging out with the crew and chilling and relaxing. It looks like getting pictures and yeah, cool. Like behind the scenes, downtime is always good. Ooh, more recording behind, yeah, because I see equipment back there somewhere. But she looks a little tired. But I don't blame her. This has got to be rough, man. Yeah. I cannot wait to. I actually really am looking forward to seeing the ridge. Ooh. Well, fire. Fire is not good. Fire is generally bad. Especially on anything called the ridge. Fire seems to be problematic. um, okay, just relaxing, maybe at her place, hotel, apartment. I don't know what the setup was there for her while she's staying. That was not polite. I don't. That's not polite. Okay. Um, working on. I'm not positive. I'm guessing cast member, and they're, posing with a wrench. Cool. Fix something, I guess. Okay. Between takes again. Hi. Taking pictures. They got drinks, so relaxing. She said progressively hotter, so gonna see her with a lot of liquid to refresh thyself. Yeah, more behind the scenes stuff. Although it looks like we've got goofing off. Oh, there's the crew. There's the folks. All right. Now, yeah, I know a lot of these folks are behind the scenes, maybe all of them. So we might not see them in the ridge, but again, we always give credit to the crew because if it weren't for crew, no shows, no movies would be made. Oh, that's a pretty fountain. I like a nice fountain. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy a nice fountain. Not too elaborate, not too crazy, but a fountain just being by one is kind of cooling. That's 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 not an alive person. Definitely moved back to the other ridge. Are we in clear? Obviously, this is not clear surgery because that flooring would not be up in the big house or any of the houses there. Well, we don't know. There's going to be another house soon. So, let's see what. Well, that's a little bit hard day. You know what? I can relate for just the simple fact that after a hard day, you know what is the first thing we ladies like to take off when no one's around? We don't have to impress anybody. Yeah, the bra is coming off, dude. Nice little. Ooh, yeah. You know what? These are the kind of trucks I like. The only reason I personally don't like trucks is there's not enough seating, and I've never need to. I've never needed a huge truck for any length of time that would make it make sense for me to have a truck. I say this after purchasing a Jeep that is probably more vehicle than I absolutely need, except when I'm planning to do during the summers and spring. So this is a nice car. And there's the fountain, and there's our Lauren. And maybe this is the end of her shot day because she looks like she's ready to go cool off, relax after the day. I hope. I hope. Well, either that or she's walking into another part of the set and they're getting ready to shoot something else, which is just as likely. Oh, I'm having one of those days, folks. I went to go fix my audio and somehow gave myself an echo for the entire second half of this video. So this is a re-record. From here on, we're going to just go with it, though. Cool? I hope you're cool with it because I I don't know what else to do. Yesterday, I shared the Grab McTavish Samhain post. This today is a little less serious. Sophie Skelton shares this with underscore dot Malia. It says All Hallows Eve, and they're just kind of goofing. We start off with their mask and a dinosaur costume, and that looks like we're gonna do a little dancing. Maybe going out to some Halloween parties. Well, good for them. Hope they had a good time. All right, and now, oh, this is a good one. Caitlin O'Ryan shares yet another one of her poems. Today is the last day of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This is obviously for October. Says, earlier this year, I was commissioned by the wonderful charity, Refuge Charity, to write a poem highlighting the lesser known forms of domestic abuse. I hope it can go towards answering the question, why did you stay? Ooh, okay, this is going to be a good one. All right, let's have a listen.
So why did you stay? They say, as if I've never heard that question, as if it's not the thing that leaves my lips when met with my reflection. For my perception of myself is skewed. I don't know how I got there. It's not the life for me I'd choose, but somehow I got lost there. So why did I stay? Because the warning signs were subtle. I knew to look for danger, for the violent signs of trouble. So yeah, I struggled to see the smaller signs, to read between the blurring lines. And by the time I realized, it was already getting too late. So why did I stay? Because it's a chipping away. You notice a crack, not a quiet decay. And it started so good, like these things often do. And you're falling in love and it's shiny and new. And you overlook the little things, the moments when they criticize. You tell yourself to be in love, it's all about the compromise. So you'll alter your behavior if it helps them feel more stable. You see them and they're struggling, but you are strong and able. So if it means a few more texts when out with friends to bring them peace, it's not too far a stretch if it enables them relief. So why stay? They say if you put a frog in boiling water, it saves itself immediately. But put it into cool and slowly heat it unbelievably. The frog it won't perceive as gradually the heat increases. And so it intensifies until the poor frog is deceased, you see? It starts off small. So small you think you've got it handled, till you're feeling overwhelmed by the sheer weight of their demands. And you understand that they're in pain. And you understand that you're the cause. And you understand that if you change, things can return to like before. And all you wanted was to love them. All you wanted was to please. And if you edit your behavior, maybe this can be achieved. So you'll leave the party early or perhaps not go at all. You'll keep your phone in sight so you can be at beck and call. And all you have to do is keep things light. If you just behave, you'll be alright. On this tightrope where you're balancing, whilst all around's unraveling. And with each tip of toe, all you have is the hope that you will make it through to one more day. So why stay? It's hard to see the red flag when your glass is tinted rose. And it's hard to choose yourself when seeking love is what we're sold. So why did I stay? Maybe we need to stop and reframe the question, for perhaps the answer lies inside the tone of its suggestion. The emphasis is put on me, the blame insinuated. It's cause I blamed myself that I stayed stuck in situations, and the shame you feel. The shame, it cuts you off from all you know, withdrawing from your loved ones, leaving nowhere else to go. And you're looking in a mirror at a face you can't recall. You can't believe they want someone so pathetic and so small. So no, please stop asking, why was it that I stayed? A better question we must ask is, why did they?
Yeah, it's a fairly profound and accurate poem, can I just say. I've talked a little bit about my first marriage, and can I just say, without getting too personal, there it is. That is a very apt description of but you learn a lot, and hopefully you have what I like to say, there was a breaking point for me, and that is why I left. I could answer that question. But I learned a lot before going into my second marriage, and I'm not saying I haven't made any mistakes, but a lot of things, like there are things that I wouldn't. That's it. Still have to compromise. Still have to change the way you do things from time to time, but you shouldn't have to change you. And so that's what I really appreciate that I learned from my disastrous first marriage to going into my second one. All right, enough personal stuff. Katie, you don't need to, gosh, Katie. Let's do some fun here. Outlander Diaries podcast shares this. This is a good one. They ask a throwback to when we asked Graham McTavish the hard-hitting question, which is, which of your fellow cast members would survive or crumble in the 1700s? Now, he does not give the best answer for our poor Sam. Is that Sam Hune might not have thrived, but we'd like to think he'd at least get by in the 1700s. Let's find out why Graham thinks that Sam might have some problems.
Well, there's so many people that wouldn't have survived, actually. I think pretty much everybody, probably including me.
I thought this was going to be a dig on Sam.
No, well, Sam, Sam, see, there would be no gyms in 18th century Scotland, so he'd just be lost. He'd just be going around like picking up rocks and, throwing them around and things like that, maybe the odd table, something like that. So, yeah, he would fail completely. Yeah, Sam Hewitt, that's who it was.
Perfect. It was so nice meeting you, Graham. Thank you for your time.
So much for your time.
Of course, absolutely.
So poor Sam couldn't survive because there wouldn't be gyms. You know what, though? Graham, I'm calling you out on this. Because let's face it, like basic survival, especially living out on the ridge, he's building his own home. There's physical work in survival just day to day. When you own your own property and are caring for it, farmers, he's making his own distillery, make whiskey. I think he probably would have been all right. He probably still would have had some muscles, The only thing is he wouldn't be able to make TikToks and Instagram posts about it, and we would not get to watch all of this. That's the real problem. And we got another video with Graham, this one with Lottie. This is at the LandCon. Listening to Lottie Verbeek and Graham McTavish talk about how much they value meeting fans was a beautiful reminder of what LandCon is all about. Connection, kindness, and shared passion. Outlander brings us together, but it's the people who make it unforgettable. And then they say that the tickets are available now. I think I already announced that. I don't know how many or if any are left, but they are on sale or went on sale in October. From what I understand, even though they're very different conventions, very different places, the LandCon and the Gathering have kind of the same mission statement, that it's a focus convention. There are more chances to meet, greet, and chill out with fans and creators, actors alike. So I think that's a very cool difference as comparison to the larger conventions. I want to see what they have to say about that as well, the LandCon. And yes, I already did hear that. So it's part of my talk here of what I just said. They have to do with what they answer. Because I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, these ones are really nice. I feel like, we always get to meet you guys and have a little chat. Like last night, we saw some of you, right? Right? Did you have a good time? Yeah, and of course, through the socials. We feel very supported by you guys, and we're just very excited to meet you in various cities in the world and, get your questions in these panels.
Yeah, it's it's become a huge extended family, really, of Outlander. I remember. No, it's true. I mean, some of you we meet quite often, actually, at different conventions around the world. This is a particularly good one because we actually spend more face-to-face time with people. A lot of conventions, it's simply you're just signing a picture and you maybe get like 10 seconds to speak to somebody. So this is a bit more immersive.
Yeah, and I feel like because it's just Outlander, you all know everything and everybody and all the storylines, and you also get to communicate with each other about, you make your friendships within the Outlander community, and it just becomes a really sort of like a family.
It is. It's
gathering.
interesting how I often meet people at these that they have got to know each other as friends through the Outlander community. And when you think, I mean, what was it, 12 years ago that we started doing it? Good grief, it's an amazing thing.
See, Dad, that's exactly it. They really are very kind and generous about meeting us. And these conventions where it's focused on just Outlander, and it's not a pop culture convention could have 20,000 sometimes people running around, and that might be a slight exaggeration, but depending on which convention you're going to, not by much or not at all. And with, I'm guessing, LandCon seems very much like The Gathering is, and it's a smaller group. With The Gathering, it's only 200 folks. Only 200 folks go to this convention each year. And Gina has multiple conventions that she runs for different, for what? The Kingdom, now for Blood of My Blood, and of course Outlander. But they're smaller, they're intimate, and so there's a bigger chance to spend a little time with the actors. Rather, it's through getting the photographs, through getting selfies. They're always super nice. They're the meet and greets, which do cost a little bit extra, but again, you're getting time to actually sit and chat. I have a meet and greet with the surprise guest, and I don't know who the surprise guest is, but if it's who I think it is from the few clues we got, I'm really, really excited about it. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, the difference in how we get to interact with them is memorable. It gives you a chance to make more memories. I have a fantastic memory from last year's convention at the Gathering, from the Saturday night dance. They do a little dance, and I think I've told you all this before, but some of the cast, all of the guests came down to the dance floor, and I danced with all of us fans for about 10-15 minutes. Paul Gorman was like right next to me, and we're trying to do one of those line dances of some sort. I'd never seen it, much less know how to do it. Neither did he. And so he looks and goes, I have no idea how this goes. And I go, me neither. Let's both get it wrong, or whatever. And that is not a memory I would have gotten at Indiana Comic Con, at any of the standard pop cons, GalaxyCon. That's just not going to happen on a regular basis without paying an extra through the nose cost. And that just was part of admission. So yeah, these are fantastic conventions. If you get a chance to go to the smaller ones, I highly recommend it. The LandCon is one I would love to be able to go to. It's a little trickier because it is obviously a bit more pricey, and this channel can cover some of my small, not too far drives. I'm not sure if it'll cover a trip to France or Scotland. I'll have to work on that. I will work on that. I will. And that is everything I have for this video. I tell you what, I worked really hard to make this video. I wanted it to come out today as part of the right after I'm done with my live. So I'm going to hurry up and do some editing, which means I'm going to go through this kind of quick. But let me tell you, I'm working on some little projects to take with me to the Gathering. Hopefully I'll have a little something for everybody that I sit with at their table. And hopefully Gina, that's what I'm hoping. If nothing goes wrong, things may go wrong though. We'll see what happens. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If not, big old thumbs down. Either way, you know what to do. Comment down below. Let me know what you really think. And also, big thanks to everybody who comes and watches this channel on a regular basis. Huge thanks as well to my subscribers who help to make sure that things can be taken care of. You pay for little bits of things on these trips. Rather, it's the little bit of groceries I get for my hotel room, so I don't have to pay for eating out 3 times a day. Gas is covered, that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, thank you to those of you who help support me getting my vehicle, because the gas money is going to be way cheaper than flying. And I'm going to guess slightly safer with all the things going on with the airlines right now. So thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the privilege of being able to do this. And even better, I get to share what happens with you guys. So do stay tuned. I'm hoping to have a few things. I'm hoping. All right, guys. If you missed any Outlander stuff, think you'd like to catch up on what we've been doing around here, do check out the playlist down below. We've, of course, been doing our Outlander Season 2 chat and reviews, and we had a new one last night, so do check that one out. Season 1 is already up if you like to listen to ladies gab about, well, Sam, but, Outlander in general, then please do check any of those out. and peruse the playlist, because no matter what video you do choose, I'll see you there.